Alright, what's up guys? Today I am back on the GoPro. I think I found a program that's a little bit easy to edit the video. So today will be my first attempt at posting an edited video. Who knows? You guys might never see this, or you guys might see it in a few days. I don't know. What I'm going to do today is the starter for the switch has a slide terminal. The original one had a ring terminal, so you could put a nut on there and secure it. This one just slides on. I'm not exactly too comfortable with the slide terminal. It fits on there kind of loose. I squeezed the tabs on here already, but it still kind of wiggles. It's a Summit mini starter. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to solder this terminal onto the spade down there on the starter, and then I'm going to splice in a quick connect right here, somewhere in here, maybe around right here. It's basically these, and they've got they're insulated. I can put like a little piece of heat shrink tubing over them to protect it if I wanted to. But yeah, and that'll also let me drop the starter quicker later on if I need to, because all I would have to do is unplug the quick disconnect from here, and then just go down there and disconnect the battery cable, and I could drop the starter a little bit quicker. I mean, and but yeah, I'm gonna be doing that today. Some of y'all might not agree with that. I don't know. It's just the way I feel like doing it. The Dipstick, Amazon Dipstick right here. I fought with it, and I fought with it because it would not slide into the block. I grinded down the tube on the end just a hair to get it to slip in. So it's in there securely now. I just have to I couldn't get it to line up to the manifold bolt, so I had to I'm bolting it up to one of these emissions ports that I'm not using anymore. So what I did was I got a nipple and then a cap, put the nipple on, slid the bracket over, and then a cap. But I have to add a washer right here because it's still a little loose. I have a few washers. I'm probably just going to drill them out to 1/2 inch and stick it on there, just to kind of take up that space right there. And but it seems to work fine. It is an Amazon Dipstick, so having problems with making it work was expected. But yeah, I'm gonna drop the starter. Let me disconnect the battery cable from it real quick. I'll drop the starter, solder the terminal on there, splice in the quick connect right here, and we'll see how that goes. Later. Just got some props from the trash man. A little bit of motivation to finish this thing. Maybe I'll leave that in there. Should have added one right here. That'll be alright. I don't like the way that one ended up, so crank it all the way up to the top. There we go. That's better. Nice and tight. Doesn't slip out or nothing. We're good. Just give it one more for peace of mind. Now we gotta go crank the nail ends. To the nail ends. So you go in here like this. Like so. And that should hold tight. I could even shrink wrap the whole assembly. Heat shrink the whole assembly. But then when I take out the starter, I'm going to have to cut the heat shrink off. Be a big ordeal. I could do it like that. But I think it'll be fine with that. We'll be good, we'll be good. Stuck in there. I don't drag all my tools out here anymore. I just kind of got what I usually am going to use in this backpack right here. And just put my here in my backpack. Alright, so let's print this on the other end. And we can put the starter back. Starter's on. I'll torque that down later. The finished product on that. There you go. See? It's nice and snug, tight, and it's soldered down there at the starter. So if I ever need to remove it, I just undo this connection here. And this is the battery cable. straight to the battery. Sorry about that. It's the battery cable going straight to the battery. This is the switch wire coming from the ignition. Move these spark plug wires out the way. I'm going to be putting some cable clamps right in here to help secure those cables to the frame, maybe a little bit inboard, but that's just routing of the cables. It's no big deal. Try and keep it away from the control arm there, because you know, when this pivots up, I don't want it to pinch right here. We'll hold it there, put a little loom around that last part, and that's that for this starter mod that I had to do. It wasn't planned, but I didn't like the way the spade terminal slipped onto the starter down there, so that's done. Now I got to make the spacer for this dipstick right here. I got to drill out a washer and put it in there so it won't wiggle around like that. Let's do that next. Alright guys, so the washer is made for the dipstick bracket. It's nice and solid now. It's not clanking around. See, I know it doesn't look all that great, but dipstick's solid now. Okay. What I'm gonna do now is I have to prime the engine with oil. So I have to go to the parts store, get some oil and a new oil filter. Pour some oil in it. Since I know there's no oil in it, I'm gonna pour 4 quarts. Wait for it to go down. And I'm gonna compare it to the dipstick and see where it marks. I'm gonna pour 4 and then the 5th one and see where it marks. See how accurate this Amazon dipstick is. Yeah, so I gotta run to the store real quick, get some oil filter. I got my priming tool already. I gotta pull the distributor. Oh, I have to hook up the oil pressure gauge real quick down here at the port. We got quite a bit to do still.